Hi, my friends. How are you today? Aaron here bringing you some daily astrology of what the heck is going on in the world. It is Sunday, the 13th of March, 2022. We have the Sun conjunct Neptune today. We've got a lot of Piscean energy. We've got Neptune home in Pisces. We've got Jupiter in the sign of Pisces all year. Jupiter takes about a year to get through a sign. So these are two planets of expansion, okay, saying more of something within the physical domain, which is going to be Jupiter's job because it's a limitation by Saturn, which is in Aquarius. So we're limited by Saturn. So we can expand so much into the physical world, but we're expanding into the non-physical. We're expanding into the ether, expanding into the nothingness. We have Neptune, which is no rule, no jurisdiction by Saturn. Further expanding into nothingness. We have Mercury, which rules our mind and communication. And we have our Sun today on the 13th. It was earlier this morning, about 7:30 this morning, Eastern Standard Time, conjunct Neptune. So the Sun is our ego self. We have a lot of Neptunian Piscean energy going on right now. So that's why we're sitting down here to talk about this. So it's what's going on. It's about evasion. It's about escaping reality. How many of us out there right now are dealing with this in one way or another, hiding our head underneath the covers and just not wanting to deal with reality? And we've got the sun, we've got the moon right now. Let me show you the chart. We've got the moon right now in the sign of Cancer. So the moon is home in the sign of Cancer. So we're really emotionally feeling a lot of this. We have a grand water trine happening with the south node in Scorpio. Trine to the moon, home in Cancer. This is definitely playing into this not wanting to get out of bed, wanting to hide out, wanting to hide my emotions. Well, what some of this is saying is we're allowed to feel, what is that line, that Trevor Hall song? Darkness has its feeling, right? It'll come to me later. It doesn't matter. It's like honoring ourselves when things are changing. The world is changing around us right now. The world has been changing dramatically since the end of 2019, the beginning of 2020. And the media, Neptune here, Pisces, the media is ruling what's happening over people's lives. We're lost in a certain sense of where are we going? What is happening? What is happening? And it's just like, okay, well, now things are continually changing where the walls that were put up, these plastic dividers, some of them are being taken down now. Is it okay to go back out into the world? What is the news saying? What is the media saying? So it's like we turn our attention to the media, which is honestly full of lies, and it's like us individuals are tired of being lied to. And we all know that there's a very real thing that's happening here, but to what degree, where the finger is pointing, where the blame is, and that's an interesting thing we're going to talk about here in a moment here as well, is like where the blame is like, who knows? So we can spend part of our energy. Okay, again, we have a lot of Piscean energy right now. We can spend a lot of our energy saying, this is the reason why I'm not feeling good. My partner, my ex from the past didn't value me, and this happened, and that's why I'm feeling in this way I'm feeling. Or the boss that I had, I go into the job and I'm not being honored for the work that I'm doing, or something like this. We can blame our parents, we can blame our spouse, we can blame our kids, we can put a lot of blame out into the world. We can put a lot of blame to outside of self, but it's coming back into self. So we have a lot of energy right now that's about escaping, pulling us out of facing the truth, facing the reality. What is our personal involvement? We have Saturn here in Aquarius, which is I'm the authoritarian. I am the person of authority over my life. Sure, there are things that are happening on certain grand scales outside of my control. Like the rain, the wind, and the snow. These are outside of my control. There are some things I will never know, right? But we have the opportunity here to look at this in a way of empowerment. Where if we're feeling alone, if we're feeling sad, if we're feeling depressed, if we're feeling anxious, if we're feeling not loved, not welcomed, all of this stuff, odds are pretty good somebody else that you care about is feeling the same thing. Astrologically, we all feel this stuff together, We're not alone in this. These giant spheres spinning above us in the cosmos that's reflecting the energy down here on human life. So it's like we're all feeling that in one way or another. So we have the opportunity with this Saturn in Aquarius energy because we are strong. We are strong individuals within the community. What is this saying is we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to evade it. We don't have to escape reality through social media. We don't have to escape through video games. We don't have to escape through drug use. We don't have to escape through just hiding out. We can, and we have the power, the individual power, to pick up our phone, use technology in a positive way, and call somebody else up and say, hey, how are you doing? We can always turn this around. So when it's just like, I'm not feeling full myself, not feeling the energy myself, or whatever it is, call it, have this, take this moment to check in on somebody else and see how somebody else is doing, because the odds are pretty good that they're going to really appreciate that phone call at that time. Again, we're all feeling this together. So let's talk about this grand trine for a quick second here. We have a lot of stuff, emotional baggage, that we need to let go of, that we need to just simply release. We can take this time. This is why I'm saying it's a powerful time to honor this. We can honor this emotional time, very emotional time, and see what it is that I'm trying to create, my emotional needs to go within. My ability within myself to expand beyond my own limitations, to expand beyond the limitations that what I once perceived to be. Okay, Jupiter is limited by Saturn's. Jupiter is limited by Saturn. Neptune is not limited by Saturn. So we have this beautiful once in a year Sun conjunct Neptune. So we can use this to empower us. We can use this to tap into our own expansive creative energy, saying, how good can my life be? What do I want to create? What do I want to dream of? And instead of being lost in these emotions, where are we headed? Where are we headed? Well, we're headed to this new moon, or this full moon on Friday. So we're going to have the moon here moving through the sign of Leo in the next couple of days, then moving into the sign of Virgo. What is this all about? So we're going from honoring our emotional place, honoring where we're at, if we need to, reaching out and making those connections to other people. We have this, over the next couple of days, the moon's going to enter the sign of Leo. It's just going to be firing us up. A little bit more passion, excited. And then finally, this is about getting focused. The Virgo energy is all about getting focused. So where we have a lack of direction right now, I'm not sure where I'm going. I'm not sure where this is going to end up. I'm not sure about any of this. That's okay. Our uncertainties are right. But as long as we're sticking, we're not allowing ourselves to be in the whirlwind of confusion of I don't know where this is going. This is saying, have a dream. Have a dream. Stay focused at it. And that's what this energy is all about from today leading up to Friday to this full moon, is having a dream, staying focused on our dream, not being confused of what happens if this, or what if this goes on, or if this person doesn't feel the same way, or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just like if we're focused on what we're trying to create, the emotions that we're trying to feel, whatever we're trying to manifest, this is powerful manifestation energy, whatever we're trying to manifest into this life, this is huge opportunity to do that, staying focused on our dream. And it takes time for something to go from a seed from the mind to, it's just like the fruit on the tree is the last thing to bloom. And it might take years to go from a, Johnny Appleseed, planting that seed, to it growing into a tree, to it bearing leaves, and then finally we get our fruit. So it's about being a little bit of patience involved right now too, as our dreams are coming into manifestations, and clearing out. It's just like if your dream is, if it's a goal right now for a certain kind of a job, with this grand trine here, if it's just like, well, in the past, when I try to, connect with business, 8th house here, this is about what we're dealing with other people. Last time I tried to join a bank account with somebody or create a business or something, I got burned. So I'm never doing that again. Well, is that really beneficial for you? I can understand why we'd never want to do that again. We don't want to get burned again, but is completely getting out of, the playground, is that necessarily the best step for us? Probably not. We still have to live, and there's still a lot of going on. So it's like, it doesn't matter what happened in our past. We can make, better calculated decisions moving forward. But not losing sight of our dream and our goals. And adding a little bit of healing to this is like, okay, maybe I need to take new precautionary steps moving forward a little bit of transformation, how I govern myself. Last to speak, we've had Mars and Venus conjunct each other, moving all through Capricorn for several weeks now. They're still conjunct each other at 5 and 6 degrees. They're still going to be conjunct together this week. So this is a lot of powerful energy moving forward. Again, what we want, what we desire in our lives. This can be weird. This can be breakthrough. This can be revolutionary concepts that you're thinking of. And it's just like, well, how in the world do I take these feelings, these revolutionary concepts, or these big grandiose ideas I have, and I feel lost or I'm confused in how to bring them out into this reality? And it's just saying, oh, it's okay right now. Just add a little patience into yourself. And this is the moon here going to oppose Mars and Venus and Saturn over the next couple of days. Will help us get focused, and what we're bringing to the community and what we're capable of. So say, have faith. And that's what Pisces is all about. Mercury as well in here. Having faith. This is about belief. Aquarius is about knowing. We know where we're headed here, but we have to believe that we're going to get all this sorted out. And not getting too lost in our own mind, not getting too lost in the abyss, not getting too lost in I don't have a clear, definitive answer for something at this moment. I don't have it all figured out. That's okay. I have passion. I have an idea. I have a concept. I have a dream, and I have a goal. And we're going to manifest those one day at a time. My friends, as always, it's a pleasure to hang out with you again. I love you, and I wish you enough. I wish you enough confusion so that when you get the thing that you want to manifest, it illuminated and becomes a glorious, glorious day in your lives. All right. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow or sometime soon.